The Terrorwars and Crushers.
Knights and Crushers. And
Julian looks at his opening 7. It looks like Brainstorm, Counterbalance, Force of Will, Blue Blast. Oh, we forgot about the Blue Blast. I'm talking about their sideboarding. And is that a top? The second card after the land? It looks like a top.
I mean, if he has a land and a top, he's probably keeping it no matter what the other 5 are. It's just so good.
It looks like Zach may have found the foil to the Counterbalance deck here with his aggro loam strategy.
Yeah, I mean, against normal aggro loam, Counterbalance is usually favored because you can just lock out the life from the loam, but with Chalices to disrupt the setup and then the sideboard 4x Null Rod is pretty good.
Zach's going to lead out a Wooded Foothills here, probably plays Mox Diamond as well, and get to cycling. Unless did he have the Chalice there? Is he even going to run Chalice for 1 here? I assume he would if he had it.
He does have
Chalice, so Zach's probably going to have the Chalice for 1 here.
Did we say that Julian had a Brainstorm instead?
Julian...
Well, he has the Blast for sure. Shuts that off.
His Force, Blue Blast.
I think he'll just force it.
Chalice for 1? Yeah, he has to.
He has to force it, even though he already has the top in play. It just deads too many cards.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been watching so much shuffling.
Well, I mean, that's clearly the reason they banned top and extended was just the amount of time it takes up in a match.
Top fetch again.
See if that eats a Force of Will.
That will get a Force of Will.
Yep.
Removing Vendilion Click, it looks like. Can't see because of the glare.
For those wondering, yeah, Julian does have Daze in his deck.
Julian tops here and upkeeps. He's another Blue Blast of 2 lands, I believe. We'll draw one of the lands and pass the turn. Did Zach have like a Burning Wish or another Cycle land in his hand or something to create action?
Not 100% sure.
It seems like his 7-card keep is pretty loose if it was just, on the draw, turn 1 Chalice on 1.
I mean, he's fetching during his main phase, so it looks like he's going for a 3-drop here. Or a loam, and wanting to get that fetch in the yard.
Well, that is a spell. I can't see really what it is. I guess it's going to be a Terrorwar. Nope, none of the Reliquary again. That's probably going to draw the other Force of Will. Sure. I was pretty sure he had.
There's a lot of shuffling.
Julian's going to top in response. Look for a better target to throw away. Oh, he's going to Brainstorm. Look for a better card to throw away to his Force of Will, I suppose.
Goes on grip, but it's turn.
Looks like those are going back on top.
I think he was hoping to hit Swords to Plowshares there, so we wouldn't have to
Force it.
use 2 cards to get rid of it.
Does force it.
Remove the Blue Blast.
Yeah, Julian goes.
Julian.
What other action does Zach have in his hand? Got
he has
lands?
a Cycle land.
3 lands, one of which being a Cycle land? Looks like.
So Julian's last card is...
Misty Rainforest, is that?
Yeah. Which he will use.
Definitely got some shuffle effects. See some new cards on top of his deck.
He's going to just turn
There's the Tropical Island. And here comes Jotun Grunt. He does have 2 main deck Jotun Grunt.
Seems good in this match. Drew a
He's after a
crusher.
crusher. So you're gonna get him in this game a little bit.
No cards in here.
Definitely should have played the fetch land first in case Julian. Oh, Julian has no cards, so he can have days, but
Fetch.
he will now use the fetch land to draw the crusher.
Gets a counter. Always something to be able to cycle in his hand.
Locally where I work sells water and sodas and stuff like that. And whenever I'm judging tournaments, it's kind of like I feel there's a lot of kids who are
Curious now if Julian will attack and attempt to trade. And if Zach will get the blowout with the cycle land.
Fish with.
That would be quite good.
Thoughts, AJ?
He's not going to attack. Or
Oh,
now he's definitely not going to
Definitely
attack.
Now he's definitely not
Now that
attacking.
seemed bad.
That seems like a pretty bad cycle.
Julian's too good of a player to throw away his grunt like that.
Grunt will eat some cards. Definitely a cycle in, I'm assuming. Get that out of here. Maybe
Yeah,
two.
get rid of
Yep,
the two
so
cycle
cycling lands. Yep.
Another reason that cycling sorcery speed was
It's
not a
really
good idea.
awful. Yep.
Topping on upkeep. We're going to see Tormod's Crypt and Counterbalance.
Now he just needs to find an answer to the crusher in play.
Yeah. The crypt kind of makes his grunt not
Grunt's
quite as
doing
good.
it.
So
Grunt's doing its own, yeah.
He's just going to get counterbalance.
Yeah, he's clearly going to take Counterbalance here.
set that combo up, and let's see if Crusher can get there.
Pressure reveal. Knocks down me.
Not
Kinda
quite
like
a land.
right?
Well, it's going to put a land in the graveyard.
Sure. We do have another fetch land as well.
So
that
I'll
will-
grow Crusher by 2 here and probably attack for 7.
Yeah, yeah, 7.
I think he wants to finish this game as fast as he can now because Julian's starting to set up here.
Oh no, the Mox Diamond won't put a land in the graveyard because we do know a 0 is on top. If Julian decides to use his Counterbalance,
Oh,
he can counter the Mox Diamond. Oh no, Zach just
Not
attacks.
even used
Is
either.
that part of the cost?
No, it's as it comes into
it comes
play.
into play?
As it comes into play. Julian's going to need to dig for something in the third card here. It's a fetch land, which will let him shuffle.
See what he eats with the. Oh, this.
Oh, that maybe I would have made him insta-bin.
No, he didn't actually draw the card. So I guess they're going to let him resolve the effect.
It's very
Zach
nice
did remind him.
of
That was
him
nice.
to remind.
That was nice of Zach. Like, don't forget to remove my cards from the graveyard.
Yeah, Julian put the counter on his deck to remind himself, but then he had to top upkeep,
Forgot.
so the die wasn't on top of his deck anymore.
I was never a fan of putting things on top of the deck to remind yourself.
I think Julian's going to do 2 lands from Zach's
Lands
yard.
from Zach's.
And probably his own Forcible and Brainstorm.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Don't want to forget that again. Put the dice on top.
Comes in for 4. Probably would have topped first. 'Cause, if we can't find an answer to that, we may be needing a chump block.
That's fine.
The fetch land I knew was there, which he's going to play and
Shuffle
I'd
that
assume
crypt
use.
away.
I would think he would look before.
we know what the top 2 are. We know it's a basic and a Tormod's Crypt.
He needs to see every
Yeah,
single
he
card
doesn't-
possible because he needs to find an answer to that crusher.
He's just going to pass.
Yeah, I like that play a lot better.
I don't know if I pass. I'd probably look. Is it a...
Yeah, you.
I mean, we
want
might want to find
swords it.
Tarmogoyf.
You would you would want to sword it.
See what happens with this Norod here.
I barely could hear it, so it's fine.
There is no 2, so he shuffles.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's digging for Source of Plowshares to answer the crusher or another blue blast, then You would want to do it before Crusher filtered away all the lands and gave Zach a spell.
That's why I was curious as to why you
Yeah.
didn't do it on main phase.
Zach has strapped the saddle on his Crusher.
Incredible.
Trying to ride that to victory. Otherwise looking somewhat bleak if